Hello, I'm Linda, and this is No Frills ASMR. I thought today we could talk about the 13 original colonies. So, if you want to take a second to see if you can name them all while I get some stuff together here. I think towards later in the video we'll look them up on the map and find where they are. But first, let's write them all down. So, have you thought of what they are? I'll give you a hint. And this is a hint only because when I was figuring them out, I came up with 13. But I had Maine as one of them, and that is wrong. Maine is not one of the 13 original. Let's see, which way can I fit them? Maybe this way. All right, so the first state. Actually, there we go. I'll tell you what. I will give you the, what do you call it? Like the state's saying, whatever. And then that might give you a hint. Okay, so it's the first state. And this state was the first colony to ratify the U.S. Constitution. Its capital city, which we learned in a previous video, is Dover. And that is I'm going to try hard to not spell things wrong today. Is this an E? Delaware. It looks wrong, but I think it's because I have it capitalized. Hold on. I got to just try something real quick. I know I write really sloppy. Yeah, I think it's right. Okay, I think that's right. Forgive me if it's wrong. Okay. The second state, colony, is known as the Keystone State. Its capital, which we memorized recently, is Harrisburg. And that is the state of Pennsylvania. Okay, the third, and this is actually going in order of how they became, like, what's the word I'm looking for? They ratified the U.S. Constitution and became a colony, I guess. So the third was, the Garden State, which, by the way, is a movie that, as I recall, was a very good movie, but it's been a lot of years. Its capital is Trenton. Yeah, New Jersey. I kind of gave you a little hint. New Jersey. The fourth state, and this is the one that I missed because I put Maine, but this is the fourth state, is the Peach State. That's a big hint. And its capital is Atlanta. And that is the colony and state of, Georgia. Whew. Took me a minute to get through that word. I don't know. Georgia. All right. The next one is known as the Constitution State. The Constitution State. And its capital city is Hartford. Everybody get that one. It is, oh boy, when in my head I say Connecticut. Is that right? Connecticut. Okay. The next state, it's, what do you call that? Not logo. It's state motto. Motto is the Bay State. The Bay State. Once I give you the capital, you're all going to go, I know that. Its capital is Boston. Yep. Massachusetts. All right, how many are we up to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have 7 more. All right, the next one, its motto is the Old Line State. The Old Line State. I'd never heard that before, to be honest. But it was a border state during the Civil War, and it got its nickname from the Mason-Dixon line, which was a boundary between Pennsylvania and Maryland, and so it became known as the Old Line State. So I learned that today. Its capital is Annapolis, and I think I just said it, so I probably gave it away, but it's Maryland. I didn't know the motto, and I lived in Maryland. I don't remember that. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the 8th state motto is the Palmetto State. Palmetto State, which is a type of tree that grows there. And the state capital is Columbia. Yep. South Carolina. Okay. The 9th state is known as the Granite State. The Granite State. And that is because there's a lot of granite. That can be, what do they mine it? I don't know. And its capital is Concord. Concord. It is New Hampshire. New Hampshire. I feel like that's a state I don't hear much about. Like, I can't think of any news coming out of New Hampshire off the top. I'm sure there is, but. Okay, the 10th state, their motto is the Old Dominion. The Old Dominion. And its capital is Richmond. But I always think of their motto, which is probably more of their travel slogan, is blank is for lovers. And that is the state of Virginia. Virginia. It's a beautiful state. Okay. The 11th state motto is the Empire State, and its capital is Albany. I think by the Empire State, probably I'll figure that one out. It is New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Okay, the 12th state is known as the Tar Heel State, and its capital is Raleigh, and it is North Carolina. Okay, so how many are we up to, guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is the final state. Any guesses? Okay, this state is known as, or its motto is, the Ocean State. The Ocean State. And this might give it away. the capital is Providence. And it is, last but not least, Rhode Island. Rhode Island. So, going back to this North Carolina Tar Heels, I always wondered what that meant. And I saw something when I was looking these up, and it said that the Tar Heels has to do with the earth being like really dark, black color, kind of mud. And that the people there were known for digging in, really digging their heels into the ground. And that's where Tar Heel comes from. That was the first I'd ever heard of that. Okay, so there we go. Oh no, hold on. I forgot to, oh, my scissors aren't in here. I forgot my scissors, oh my gosh. This is a crisis. Oh, I found them. Ha! Whew. I was like, I know they're not in my studio because I was looking for them earlier. I thought I was in big trouble. But I found them. All right. So we've got Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Maryland, South Carolina, New Hampshire, Virginia, New York, North Carolina, what did I just say? And Rhode Island. And those are the 13 original colonies. So let's take 1 second to pull out our book of cultural literacy and see if they have anything insightful to say on this subject. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. Thought I was missing one for a second. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Do you think I'm looking this up right? To look up 13. That was one thing about old school looking stuff up. Sometimes you'd have to think of the right words to look up. 13 colonies, 264 and 265. All right. Ooh, look how close. I got real close. Here we go. Ooh, look. They've got a map. Ooh, nice, nice, nice. Okay. What does that say? The colonies that composed the original United States in 1776. Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Maryland, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, South Carolina, and Virginia. And they have their map here from 17, Proclamation line of 1763. What do we have here? Okay, we've got Georgia. Look, it says East Florida, but that wasn't part of it. South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, and this is the Appalachia, is what that's. I thought they were showing. Oh, that's the proclamation line. And then this says Indian country. And here's Detroit, the French, I think, right were in charge then, so they would have called it Detroit. But we all know it's Detroit, or as the Southerners say, Detroit. Okay, Virginia, Maryland, and there's Baltimore, Delaware, Pennsylvania. Where's Harrisburg? Oh, look, Fort Pitt. Pittsburgh was outside of it. Fort Pitt, there was a battle there, I think. Okay, Delaware, New York, New Jersey, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire. See, Maine is here, but it wasn't part of it. New York. What did I forget? Delaware, I said that right. Connecticut, did I say that? Massachusetts. I guess I said them all. And then here are all the Great Lakes: Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, Ontario. I have a video on the Great Lakes if you're curious. It's kind of a fun one. And there's a video on the Edmund Fitzgerald sinking in Lake Superior. Okay. Well, there we have it. Our 13 original colonies. Well, it's funny because I have this. I don't even want to bring it out, but my son had AI type up some facts. Let's see what he says. Interesting facts about each colony. I haven't looked at this. Virginia, founded. Jamestown was the first permanent English settlement in America. If anything's wrong, don't blame me. Blame artificial intelligence. Economy. I don't ever use this because I don't want to. Tobacco became the colony's main cash crop, leading to economic prosperity and the establishment of plantation systems. Massachusetts, established by the Pilgrims at Plymouth and later by the Puritans in the Massachusetts Bay Colony. Notable event, site of the first Thanksgiving and the Salem witch trials in 1692. Around Halloween, we'll have to do the witch trials. New Hampshire. Actually, whatever. Founded, initially settled by fishermen and traders near present-day Portsmouth. Interesting fact, became a royal colony in 1679. Maryland, founded as a haven for English Catholics by Lord Baltimore. Interesting fact, passed the Act of Toleration in 1649, guaranteeing religious freedom for all Christians. Connecticut, settled by Thomas Hooker and others from Massachusetts. Interesting fact, adopted the Fundamental Orders in 1639, considered one of the first written constitutions. The Fundamental Orders. I've never really heard of that, I don't think. Should we look and see if that happens to show up in here? The Fundamental Orders. A, B, C, D, E, F. I have to say the alphabet every single time. My brain will never just look at a letter and go, okay, that's before, and that, you know what I mean? That's got to be everybody, right? Don't you all have to go through the whole alphabet, or is fundamentalism? Nope, nothing about that in here. I don't know. Maybe AI made it up. Did you hear about, there was like a lawyer who was trying a case and used AI to pull up like old legal, old cases that would help his case. And it turned out AI had just made them up. They were all like fake. That's why I don't trust it. I think a lot of YouTube channels now are just AI is running the channel. It's weird. Anyway, Rhode Island, established by Roger Williams for religious freedom and separation of church and state. Oh, interesting fact, known for its religious tolerance, attracting a diverse population. Delaware, initially settled by Swedes as New Sweden. Sweden, I don't know why I said it like German. Later taken over by the Dutch and then the English. First state to ratify the U.S. Constitution on December 7th, 1787. North Carolina, settled by Virginians moving southward, split from South Carolina in 1712 due to administrative differences. Okay, South Carolina. Well, that's like such a boring reason. Administrative. It's like, Okay, South Carolina, chartered by King Charles II. First major settlement was Charleston in 1670. Economy was heavily based on rice and indigo plantations. New York, originally a Dutch colony called New Netherland, seized by English and renamed, became an important commercial hub due to its strategic port location. New Jersey, initially part of New York, given as a separate colony to Lord Berkeley and Sir George Carteret, known for its religious and ethnic diversity. Pennsylvania. Well, I'll tell you what I know about Pennsylvania. I think it was originally founded by Quakers, and that's why they have a lot of Amish and Quaker population. Does that sound right? Okay. Granted to William Penn by King Charles II as a haven for Quakers. Known for its policy of religious tolerance and good relations with Native Americans. Georgia, established by James Oglethorpe as a place for debtors and the poor. Never heard that. Initially banned slavery and alcohol to create a moral society, but later lifted these bans. Okay, well, thank you to AI for that information. Okay. Let's look at the other map. Let me move this out of the way and this out of the way and put my Sharpie where I can't touch it because I will accidentally use it. I guess I'll just use this color. Okay, whoops. So, Massachusetts. So, my son is living in Boston now, and he's coming home tonight. I'm so excited. It'll be very fun. Massachusetts. And all these islands. All right. Connecticut. New Jersey. Rhode Island. It's this little guy over here. And these little. North Carolina. All this coastline. And look at this. So fun. I feel like everybody I know is in North Carolina right now at the Outer Banks. That wasn't very good drawing. Okay. What's next? Maryland. Oops. Now, I guess these wouldn't have been the states outline. What is the word I'm looking for? Border at the time of the colonies. They were a little different, but South Carolina, the Palmetto State, Columbia, South Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina, Richmond, Virginia, Annapolis, Maryland, Dover, Delaware, Trenton, New Jersey, Boston, Massachusetts, Providence, Rhode Island, Hartford, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, the Keystone State, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, the Peach State, what's this one? Delaware, Dover, Delaware, the first state, New York, the Empire State, Albany, New York. Sorry, Statue of Liberty. New Hampshire. New Hampshire. Oh, the granite state. Oh boy, what is the Concord? Is that right? New Hampshire, Concord, yep. Alright, was that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, New York. I keep leaving this on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 original colonies. Alright, well, what do you guys think? Did we learn anything? Look at that noise. Oops. So we're talking the 1780s. 1787 Delaware. Where's Delaware? That's the first. 1787 Pennsylvania. 1787 New Jersey. 1787 Georgia. 1788 Connecticut. 1788 Massachusetts. 1788 Maryland. 1788 South Carolina. 1788 New Hampshire. 1788 Virginia. 1788 New York. 1788 North Carolina. 1789, and then Rhode Island in 1790. And in Pennsylvania, that's where, in Philadelphia, they had the Constitutional Convention, and they signed the Declaration of Independence in Pennsylvania. All right, well, we'll come back sometime and learn more about the Constitution and all that. Thanks for watching.